what would you do if this was your CFO? And I don't mean the guy with the red tie, the guy with the colorful suit. And the suit on the right, that's his wedding attire. It was actually an actual example of a company. And the stock went to zero. What would you, whoops. Excuse me. What would you do if this was your CEO? This was actually another example of a company. The guy, I mean, I know what some of you are thinking, you know, hashtag goals for when you're 65. And he is actually a fantastic CEO, but this picture stopped a lot of guys from making a multi-bagger because very few people were able to handicap his behavior well, including myself, by the way. So if you think that we're the only ones that are actually looking at investment behavior, look at what Buffett says. He says that he checks out the personal lives of people who ran companies invested in. He wants to know stuff about them, their marital status, their personal habits, what motivated them. He behaves like an investigative journalist. All this stuff about just reading through Moody's manuals, picking stocks, he didn't stop there. By the way, in my opinion, Snowball is the best book on Buffett, hands down. A lot of people have differing opinions on this, but it was by far the best research because she had a lot more access. And considering that Buffett doesn't talk to her anymore because he got pissed off about what was written in there, it is probably the best in my book. Listen to what Andreas Alverson, who runs Viking, says about management quality. If you can't hear this, let me know.
I really do believe in one premise that management teams, in terms of their impact on value creation, is systemically underappreciated, both to the good and to the bad. What a great management team can do in order to effectively win the market share and succeed in a low growth environment is actually more significant than is appreciated generally by the marketplace, I believe. And I think the opposite is true too, that what poor management can do to destroy value in whatever market environment you're in is also underappreciated by the marketplace. So what we choose to do, therefore, is to focus on finding the winners and the losers. And I think that being able to extract value from that, whether the market is significant or growing significantly or not, is still there. So I believe that if the preoccupation is of micro-analysis of companies and how well they take advantage of their opportunities can so I really do believe
I've been taking classes or teaching classes at Columbia for 20 years. And there's one thing Columbia Business School students lack, which is the ability, and every pitch I've seen from you guys in a 20-year period, it's almost never, hey, here's the work I did on management that shows me that not only do they have the resources and capabilities to pull this off, but they have the culture to pull it off. We compete today against the quants. The quants can't see qualitative signatures. Being able to judge a management team is a skill that we can acquire. There's some people that are better than others, definitely. But it's something you need to work on, and it is possible.